load it. We're in the airfield. Let's go. The little bleep. Here we are again. Location where Jet Turner was attacked. I've done it other times as well, funny enough. Hey, Conrad, why are we back here exactly? According to our timeline, Gary Stu was murdered before Turner. I just want to get into the headspace of what truly happened here. The common factor between both of these murders is the presence of Sarah Fletcher. It just doesn't sit right with me. What about the suitcase? Doesn't that link Claude DeRich by extension, and by extension Isabella Kane, to both incidents? I suppose so, but there's no evidence that either of them were present on the night of the 11th. So why would DeRich care to steal it a day later? There's something I need to check. Hey, where are you going? Do me a favor and stand by the plane, over the pool of blood. Okay. Looks like the entrance to the hangar was blocked from view if you were to stand at a specific spot. And there's plenty of rogue objects lying around that can make a noise if they fell to the ground. Conrad, is everything all right? Now finally, Claude got away on a plane headed east, but we don't know what direction it turned once it got some distance from the airfield. Hey, what's going on? Why are we retracing all these steps? Conrad, do you have issues with trust? Fuck yeah, I do! Everything I thought I knew is changing. These past few days, I've had to step into a world I barely understood before yesterday. But hasn't that opened your eyes to something greater? Aren't you a better person because of it? I want to believe that's true, but honestly, I'm scared. I think I'm scared that the world I left behind might always feel more like home on this new journey I've accepted. Or maybe I'm just scared that my faith in that side of justice has been shaken. Is it really that permanent of a decision? Can't you go back to being a prosecutor after this case is over? But yeah, couldn't you take part in whatever interests you in the moment? Staying registered as both a defense attorney and a prosecutor in the system? It's not unheard of. Years ago that would have been impossible, but with all the demand for legal counsel recently, the lines between both sides have blurred. So that's the answer, right? You can pursue both career paths at the same time. I'm not so sure. Having seen what I have now regarding the prosecution targeting an innocent person, things just wouldn't be the same if I went back. Had things gone differently, Ajax might have been someone I looked up to in the world of prosecuting. But now he's just a bag of bolts! You know, there's something I never had the chance to tell you. He's the walker between the worlds. He's a daywalker of attorneys! I have no gag reflex. My father was an aircraft mechanic. He's the reason I got into aviation. He worked in the military. My mom and I relocated to a place not too far from the base he was stationed at. I was young at the time, so we quickly adapted to the new environment. I didn't make many new friends, but I had my family. For a long time, everything was well. My dad taught me how to work with planes, and I yearned to follow in his footsteps. If I wanted to spend more time with him, rules and regulations kept him close to his work. He spent so much time in the hangar because he believed in what he was doing. But that was the reason things went to hell. Look, I may or may not have said words. That's all I'm gonna say. Suddenly we hear news about an attack on the compound my father was stationed in. We panicked and tried to find out what was going on, but... She did as canon! So you cannot take the absolutely unhinged things that come out of my mouth as canon anymore, Jesus Christ. By the time news reached even us, he was already dead. The dev confirmed it! That was 3 years ago now. And what a weird thing to bring up when you're talking about your dead father. Attackers have been identified as the terrorist group is called 209 Dive. You can't mean... Your father was killed during the 04 incident? Yeah, it's true. Before everything was cool. Not anymore, before everything was cool. God. The terrorists broke into his compound, slaughtered whoever they could find, and got away with various missiles that were kept there. Despite that, my mother never truly believed they were responsible for my father's passing. Instead, she blamed the government. Her tactic for surviving the aftermath was to simply let things pass. If she could stay away from the conflict, we wouldn't be in danger. So that's what we did. We hid and never involved ourselves with the politics of that war on the justice system. Her hatred festered in silence, and she drove home her new goal into my skull. She wanted me to never poke my head where it didn't belong. That's when she failed to follow her own advice. A year or two after my father died, my mom sought revenge. She used her connections with the military to enter the base under false pretenses. With some inside help, she organized an attack of her own. They sabotaged every aircraft they could find in the hangar. The result? Multiple pilots were hospitalized for life, and dozens more suffered serious injuries. In response, they threw her into prison and didn't even bother to give her a trial. Suddenly, I was alone. Both of my parents were missing from my life, and I had no direction, no future I could consider happy. That's how I ended up here. I'm just barely an adult, and already my life has been thrown into disrepair. Or despair. The only thing I had left to remember them was some stupid toy playing on a string they bought me when I was younger. I seem to have lost that too now. I'm so sorry. I don't know what to say. It's all right. No need to say anything. I just thought I should tell you. It might help somehow. Okay, trauma dumper. Jeez, nobody asked. It's only fair for you to know what I've been going through. That's why it matters so much to me, to seek justice. I understand. Having been through all that, I can see why you were reluctant to talk about Turner's case at first. But your determination to help now is what makes you the better person. You learned from your mother's mistakes. Yeah, I guess I did. That's really the best quality I could ask for in an assistant. Amelia, it doesn't matter to me what your past is or even how you've acted before. It just matters that you're here now and willing to seek the truth. It takes immense strength to continue on, but you've done it. I'm happy you felt comfortable enough to talk about that. Heh, don't get too sappy on me now. After all, we still got a mystery to solve. Conrad? What was that? I just got a text message from Kate Flocking. She says that I'm flirting with someone. She wants to meet at the Pulse Logistics warehouse. Isn't that where the second body was found? It is, but something must be wrong. She's not even assigned to this case. She knows! We should head down there quickly and find out. No, she asked me not to bring anyone else. I think it's best if I go there alone, or she might not feel comfortable discussing whatever this is. Discussing whatever this is about. Let's see, that's alright then. We need all the information we can get, so I'll stay here while you get a head start on the investigation. I can make a deep throat joke about information and all that, but I'm above that. Sounds like a plan. I'll let you know when the situation changes. Well played, Matt. Well played. Going through all these challenges to defend Sarah, I thought it might take everything I have to keep at it. But knowing that someone else stands beside me, working towards the same goal, it inspires me to keep searching for the truth. Yeah. Also, hold on a second. I don't think I gave KV a proper... KV, are you still here? Yeah. Tier 2, 60 months, 47 months in a row. That's insane. It was because I was talking about HawkZombie and it was like HawkZombie. It was all that. So I didn't glaze KV enough. Oh my god. Seriously, dude. Thank you so much, wherever you are. I really appreciate that. You are awesome, sir. I feel kind of bad because I just started talking about other stuff like immediately after that. I forgot to completely sing his praises. Actually, here, I know what I'll do. second. There we go. Custom Discord role and icon. Okay, so you have to DM me. The icon, it's not available on the server right now, but you DM me on Discord what hex color code you want for your username and what title you would like. Haven't you already done that? Don't you already have one? One second here. Sorry, I'm being distracted for a moment. Oh, you don't? Okay, for some reason I thought you did. Yeah, just DM me what you want, and I'll do it, yeah. I don't see one, so... Alright, sorry, let's continue. Okay, there you are. What's this about? Why'd you send that strange text? Keep it down, Cross. Something's not right. Wait a minute. Where are all the police officers? I thought this was a crime scene. I was about to ask you the same thing, but that's when I noticed someone walking behind the building over there. Thinking back on it, it wasn't a member of the investigating team. It was an intruder. How could you tell? He had a gun. What? Shouldn't we call for help? No, if we scare him away, we'll miss what could be an extremely important lead. That's why I asked you to come alone. Are you crazy? This is way too dangerous. Sometimes you have to take risks to uncover the most sinister plots. If we act now, we might have a chance to accomplish something incredible. Now's not the time for philosophy. Quiet. I'll take a look around the corner. This is insane, but I can't let her do this alone. She needs my help. Cops.
Hey, be careful.
I know what I'm doing.
Voice acting!
Freeze! Don't move!
What? What is this?
Looks like you took the bait. And quite a catch, I might add.
Who are you? And what do you want with us?
I'm only here to start a little chaos. The rest is unimportant.
You won't get away with this.
That's all you have to say. I thought you were smarter than that.
What?
Get it over with.
Ow!
Oh, you're finally awake?
What happened?
They dragged us into the warehouse and locked the door. We might be trapped.
Might?
Do you think there's another way out of here?
Only one way to find out.
Puzzle solving time! Let's go. Just save my game. And Hawk 3. Oh, alright. Time gag to do it, yeah. Literally zero escape. Well, nothing's jumping out at me. We might be stuck for a while. Have you tried calling for help? They took our phones before tossing us in here. Maybe you would have been conscious for it if you hadn't tried running off. Hey, I panicked. Can you really blame me? Because they're dumb. Listen, I'm sorry I got you into this mess. I thought we'd be able to handle it ourselves. Don't worry about it. Sounds like they were planning an ambush from the start. But who would want to do this? Are they trying to interfere with the investigation? Lemonade's on 209 Dive. That woman seemed to be in charge, but I can't say I recognize her from any of the reports I've read. Do you think 209 Dive could be involved with the murder? Possibly, but that's gotten me thinking. Are we even in the right place? Is this truly the Pulse Logistics warehouse? What do you mean? My taxi driver just followed the directions on the GPS. There were no police officers around, or anything to indicate an investigation had started. How could armed terrorists have planned an ambush? That's a good point. Something definitely isn't right here. Maybe the officers in charge were attacked before we got here. This situation could be a lot more dangerous than we thought. Cross, as your senior, I think you still have a lot to learn. You have to look at the bigger picture. You put a lot of faith in our justice system. I commend that. But you're going to hit a pitfall if you continue thinking inside the box. What are you trying to say? Do you agree with the terrorist ideas? No, I want you to think inside my box. Not at all. I'm just saying that organizations are made up of people, and people are more easily swayed than the system would have you believe. So you're saying... Okay, I'll stop.
Get some help.
I'll stop. I'll behave. I'm right, though. So pull strings to clear the police away from here? Could be. Or maybe... Actually, don't stop. It's funny. Maybe we're just seeing the result of incompetency. After all, with everyone's attention on the library incident, it's hard to keep up security for the rest of the city. You're new to this whole defense attorney thing, right? I understand why your mind reaches certain conclusions. I'm not doing this because I like the career. I'm just trying to help my friend. I say that's a worthy enough cause, but if you want to succeed, you have to open yourself up to the improbable. To think like a defense attorney, you have to embrace unlikely solutions. You have to believe in your client until the very end. I know we've had our differences in the past, but we're going to have to work as a team to get out of this. You don't have to tell me that. I'm not keen on being stuck in a warehouse while there's still so many mysteries to solve. Then our objective is clear. We'll search for anything that can open up a path out of this room. Oh, I saw something. I saw something weird. Situation: the escape. Everything is riding on the investigation continuing before today is over. It's crucial that I seek a way out. So when do they start talking about Ice 9 and... Alright. Huh! That's not till later. Hey, aren't you going to help me search? I'm helping, Cross. I'm just doing it from here. But how are you able to find a way out without even knowing what else is in this room? Calm down. I already looked over the place while you were passed out. I'm at the stage where putting my mind to work will be more effective in our escape. Well, that's something at least. I should just get back to it. When you're done getting a lay of the land, we'll reconvene and formulate a plan. That's all I need. Okay, so that's all I'll talk with her. Whee! Yeah, that's what I saw. What is that? Oh, I found a convenient off-screen crowbar in all this mess. It must be used for opening these sealed crates. It's a little rusty, but I think it could come in handy. I'll just magically fit that in my pocket somehow. Wow. Crowbar acquired. I feel like I could take on a horde of zombies with this. Though, to be honest, seems like it could fall apart at any moment. See, I saw that. I thought that was important. No, it's the fucking crowbar. That's where I found the crowbar. Must have been left here for quite some time. Don't worry, crowbar. You found a new home here with me. And I refuse to name you for fear of becoming too attached. Please understand. Oh my god. I can't believe it took until I was almost done with this game to realize all the extra shit. Oh, it's a vent. It's a good-sized window. Oh, window. But there are metal bars covering it. I don't see any way to get through without removing them. They appear to be welded directly into the wall. It's going to take far too long to chip away at that. Looks like I'll have to think of another way. It's a window. I'm not really sure what else to say about it. It's quite a sight, though. It's a beautiful day. If only we could actually experience it. I have to get out of here. Okay. The doorway. Could this be our way out? Don't bother. I already checked it. It's locked, and I don't see a way to open it. Are you sure? There's no emergency release or anything? Yeah, I'm sure. Seems they didn't build this place with much consideration for safety. The lock itself looks pretty old. Maybe with enough force I could break it and make our escape. I should keep this in mind as a potential option. Sorry, the flunky said was locked. Come to think of it, I never actually tried it myself. Yeah, it's locked. What, did you not trust me or something? I trusted you, I was just verifying. Do you think I want to be stuck in here, Cross? Let's focus on more important things. I know I just checked it, but maybe. Maybe it became unlocked in the time since I last checked it. Ah! Nope, still locked. Seriously? Are you that paranoid about it? What can I say? I like to be certain about things. Oh god, I can do it again! Okay, I know this is going to sound absurd, but what if it's unlocked now? I've seen the digging for diamonds meme. Most people give up just before making a breakthrough. This could be my moment. Dude. Oh my god. Wait, it actually opened? Huh? You really found a way out of here? Nah, I'm just kidding. It's still locked. Cross, that wasn't funny. This is a serious situation. Yeah, maybe I should just give it a rest now. Oh my god. I can still check it though! I don't think I should mess with the door any further. It's clearly not going to open so easily. But there might be a way if we work together. I should save for when I meet up back with flocking. You can't use things in this game like you would think traditionally. It's more of a... You find stuff and then you go talk to somebody about it. Just a shelf full of crates. I don't see anything useful inside of them. I might be able to stack them up to reach the window, but I don't think I'm strong enough for that sort of thing. Even if I could, I don't think I could fit through it. There must be a better way. Seems like I searched everywhere I can for now. I should meet back up with Flock and recap what I've learned. Crates. Yeah, that's right. There's nothing crate about that. Although, stop. Alright, stop booing. I'll leave. God. Parkour! Sup, girl? How you doing? Well, have you gotten a hold of the situation yet? Yes. Yeah, I think I got a few ideas. Great, I'm all ears. The windows seem like a good option, but they're either too small or blocked by metal bars. I think we'll have a hard time with that. I thought the same. What about the vents? Same problem. It seems like they're too small, and we need a miracle to pry open all the covers. Unfortunate. You know, I'm starting to get the sense we're in for a much longer stay than we thought. No, I can't give up yet. We have to get back as quickly as possible. I think we should take a closer look at the door. It's locked. I already tried pushing as hard as I could, and it didn't budge. Then maybe we need to approach it from a different angle. What are you thinking here? I can see a bit of give when I pull the door from here. The cylinder lock itself must be starting to bend. I think if we keep pulling it in our direction, the internals could break and we'd be able to pass through without issue. Crowbar time, yep. Or it can snap in such a way that it becomes even harder to open. It still seems like it's too strong. Need some help? Maybe, but I might have something that can speed up the process. Can I... Myself! This won't help. I should give you one of those looks in. You know, I'm always happy to chip into the thinking aspect as well. That's okay, just give me a moment. Damn it! I was hoping for something unique. Anyway. Stew's knife. Crowbar. I found a crowbar while I was looking around. I think we can use it to pry open the door. We just have to pull it until there's enough slack to fit the crowbar into the gap. Then it should become a lot easier. All right, that's a solid plan. Let's get to work. Let's get to work. Just give me a few minutes and I should be able to weaken the lock. Yeah, the last time it was like, who did it? And I didn't pick Cross. I was like, oh, I should have. So yeah, I'm gonna try and remember that for the next time I have to. I've been thinking, are we really cut out for this sort of job? You've been trained to become a prosecutor for as long as I can remember. Are you really cut out? We only just met last year. It's not that crazy. That's true, but I've heard the stories. You were Nail's best student. I'm being genuine here. Do you need help defending your client? We're doing just fine. Have you visited Nail recently? It might be beneficial for you. What's the point of this? Are you trying to pick a fight? No, I'm not. I just thought I could offer my perspective. Hey, Dora. I never had a student of my own. I've always handled cases myself. Is she saying she wants to be our naughty teacher? You have the unique advantage of being able to connect with people, like Nail. It's something I admire about you, actually. Dora! Hi, Dora! Welcome to the stream! There's no shame in finding this job difficult. You were prepared for everything they threw at your friend. I've just been having doubts about her. The evidence tells a different story than the one she's been relaying to us. Oh, I don't have links open, but did you clip something? Because if you clipped it, I'll share it. Let me see here. What the fuck did you just write? Honey Nut, holy shit. Where content, clips. Oh, did it work? Oh, there it is. Hawk shows immense restraint today. What the hell? God. Yeah, sorry, just because there were so many spammers and scammers and crap like that, I disabled URLs, so. I wish it would, like, let clips through, though. Like, it's very clearly a clip of my channel. That should be an exception, you know what I mean? Isn't that how it always is, though? There's always some unexpected situation that explains how something unusual can happen. But even beyond that, I'm not sure if she truly is innocent. Hey, so what if she's guilty? Everyone deserves defense. What? It doesn't matter what she's done or what she claims. She's still your friend, and she deserves the best chance at justice. I'm not so sure I can agree with that mindset. Then at least understand it. That's what you're best at anyways. That was a message straight! For tonight, yes. Best at anyways, right? Let's try the door again. Right. Wait, I think it moved far enough. Stick the end of the crowbar into the gap. That's what she said. On it! You did it! I can't believe it worked! Yeah, but the crowbar snapped from the pressure too. It's useless now. Evidence removed. See, that's why we didn't name it. That's fine. Let's keep moving and see what's in the other room. Oh, shit! That's a body. Wait, it can't be. That's the victim's body. This location must be the same one Batten mentioned yesterday. Those indicators mean the investigation team has definitely been here. But there's still no one in sight. How is this possible? Did everyone just leave the crime scene completely unattended for a reason? There's no use worrying about it. We've got a bigger problem on our hands. We're still trapped. All the doors are locked. Well, we've come this far. There's no reason to give up now. We should investigate the scene while searching for a way out of here. At least we'll be able to learn more about what the murder while we look. Oh, excuse me. That works for me. This is the whole reason I came here in the first place. You know, it's just okay. On that note, can you tell me anything about the victim? Oh, damn. Shit, her eyes are still open. Yeah, her name is Jennifer Reed. I heard she was a librarian. Librarian? You mean she worked near the stone-spotted park? That's right. Her co-workers are currently being used as hostages, and they probably don't even know she was killed. This is awful. No wonder you suspected 209 died before. If they're behind this, I want to know why. I have a feeling that there was a specific purpose behind this murder. Was she killed because she suspected an attack on her workplace? Or could it be something more sinister? Alright, let's learn what we can. I'll make quick work of this room. Oh, shit. The true escape. And it's been sitting out for a while, so that body is gonna be a bit ripe. We need to get the police back here as soon as possible. It's up to us. Kill Void Highway, please. Oh my god. As usual. Talk to me when you're done. What's wrong? Is the investigation too much to handle? No, I was just wondering if you were going to search with me. I'm searching, Cross. I'm just doing it from here. How? Do you have excellent eyesight or something? Sometimes the discoveries we make within our own minds are just as important as the ones we make in the physical world. She's high as fuck right now. What? Just get back to looking around. We'll talk when you finish your initial sweep of the area. True. This looks like some sort of control panel, but the cover has been opened. My padlock seems to have been holding it in place. Can you get a closer look? Seems like some sort of special tool has broken the lock. That means the cover was forced open. I should hold onto the padlock in case it becomes useful. What about the panel itself? I think this button controls the big shutter doors at the front of the warehouse. We might be able to use this to escape the building. Well, don't just stand there. Try it out. No, like, damn. It's not responding at all. I figured it wouldn't. I figured it wouldn't. I figured it wouldn't be that easy. But at least we tried. I wonder why it didn't work. Did the panel lose power or something? Control panel, control the base sort of doors. Panel only covers the closed broken. So whatever. I'm trying to here. Okay, at least we got that. Oh, excuse me. It's a locked door. Oh, this is an emergency exit door. Hey, try opening it. Yeah, I know. I'm not that clueless. This one is locked too. What kind of safety violations are they racking up here? Door opens during emergency exit. I guess this is an emergency. Do the people who kidnapped us have planned for this too? How did they get out of here after they locked us inside? Must have had a key or something to lock these doors from the outside. I'm not really sure. Oh, sorry. Excuse me. Regardless, this door isn't going to budge for now. Let's revisit it later. Oh. I'm going to keep going until I get a check mark. I don't think there's any need to check this door again. I verified it myself this time. Ah, she's giving me the look of disapproval. Another look of disapproval. Oh, no. This is Jennifer Reed's body. Damn, girl. The killing blow seems to be some sort of wound in the chest, but you never really know until an autopsy is performed. What's it? A blade of some sort? A knife? Or a knife? The cut isn't too large to suggest a heavy weapon. Hold on. There's something poking out of her pocket. Handkerchief. It's covered in blood. It's not that close to the wound, so the stain could be an important clue. Kind of, Zemsy. We got kidnapped and thrust in here. We escaped one room to walk into the crime scene of another. And we're still stuck. Try to get out. Important clue. This must have been outside of her pocket when the cut was inflicted. What's this? There's something on the floor here that caught my eye. I think it's a flower. We got kidnapped, sort of. Yeah, this rose petal flower is resting gently on the ground. I think it's a freesia flower. That's definitely an interesting find, but I don't see how it helps us narrow down the events that led to Reed's death. Oh, fuck. I think that's everything I can jot down for now. If we get the investigation team back into this room, they might be able to learn more. Can I even... I don't know why I was trying to do it right there. Neferu's body. I found a flower on the floor here and the bloodied handkerchief in her pocket. Seems like she died from a stab wound. I find the person responsible for this atrocity. I will find the person responsible for this atrocity and deliver justice. Jesus Christ. Can't open the chest. Oh, hey. Anything happen? Wow! I can't believe I found another place to fall. This time I won't get bored of it. I swear, I will fall however many times it takes to feel something again. Damn, comrade. Oh, there we go. Whee! Still fun the second time. Let's keep it going. Whee! Still fun the third time. Let's keep it going. Whee! Still fun the fourth time. Let's keep it. Oh, I think that just is the same thing every time. It says it's still fun the fifth time, then we're stopping. Whee! Yeah. Almost got me, but I broke free. I want to break free. More packed containers. I don't see anything useful inside. At least it's a lot less cramped in this room. Yeah, but no matter the size of the room, being here with the corpse is really starting to freak me out. Dora, don't say that! Supposed to be evidence to mark on the spot. I don't think anything here is relevant to Ree's death. Well, that seems like everything of interest here. I can't see any clues linking this to Sarah, but forensics might be able to find us the problem in the future. I should regroup with Flocky so we can formulate a plan of escape. Fuck! Why? Why is this game put me to sleep? It's not like I'm bored! It's because I work all day and I'm tired, I'm exhausted mentally, I've been going through some shit. Ah! Okay, hold on a second, you know, here.
Oh shit. Here we go again.
I could do this, I want to do this, that's the problem. I think, fuck, I wouldn't play the game if I didn't want to play it, you know what I mean? Okay, I want you to hear this, listen to this. That's my solid pewter die. I think you're right, Dora. I think like by the end of the day, my mind is just mush, and I'm. Wait a minute. Curse you, shorts! That was probably the creepiest thing I've ever done on stream. That was probably the. Bad Hawk.
Stop it. Get some help.
I'm awake now. Well, have you inspected every last nook and cranny in this room? Yes, continue. Yeah, I think it's time for us to put our heads together again. You know, we're not too bad working together. Maybe we should team up in the courtroom, too. And other places. Don't get ahead of yourself. Oh! Oh! Cross ain't got time for bitches. The only lady that Cross is seeing is Lady Justice. Don't get ahead of yourself. I inspected Reed's body as much as I could without moving it, but there's no sign of any murder weapon. Killer probably took it with him as they fled the scene. He's married to his work. And Chloe. That's possible, but I find it a bit strange that we didn't uncover many traces of the crime in the first place. Wait a minute. that never said what blood was in it. And no, never mind. So we club first, then that. Okay, no. So it wasn't Gary Stu. He's married to his work. And trades crime in the first place. The most intriguing problem is that we should probably leave for a future discussion. Yeah. What about escape routes? Since the shutters are closed, our only option is the emergency exit door. But that's locked too. Take a closer look at it, just in case. Alright, but I'm pretty sure the lock isn't rusted like the other one was. There's not much we could do to get it open. Oh, ye of little faith. Let me show you why they pay me the big bucks. Take a look at what the door is connected to. That's a smoke detector which sets off a fire alarm. The door opens in case of emergencies. So you mean, if the fire alarm goes off, we might have a way out of here. I can't believe I didn't think of that. But how are we gonna set it off? There would need to be a fire. I happen to have a lighter with me. Watch and learn. See, I told you she was high. Okay, Dora, have fun getting food. Or don't. I guess the flame wasn't strong enough for the detector to notice. It's so close. Actually, the thing is, detectors, like, there are ones that can measure heat, but a majority of them actually use a radioactive isotope. And it's the reason that, like, when you're cooking and it gets, like, hazy, like, there's a lot of steam coming off of things, that's the reason you get, like, a false alarm when you're cooking. Because it doesn't look for heat or whatever, it's looking for smoke. Or anything that obfuscates the radioactive isotope in the smoke detector itself. And now you know. I might have something on hand that we can burn to get the door open. What could be helpful here? Not Stu's note. Not evidence. I mean, the truck schedule, that's pretty much... I can't use this. It's like flammable, but I... What? Paper's flammable, Cross, you dumb fuck. A locked door. But I don't want to burn evidence. I feel like I'm burning evidence. That's not it. Not the flower. I'll try Stu's note, I guess. Yeah, okay. I can't believe I have to do this, but there's no other choice. Evidence tag system, what do you mean? Oh, it's recorded. Oh, I see. So this isn't actually a... Okay. Okay. I see now. I never noticed that because I'm an idiot. We have to get out of here as quickly as possible. I've got a piece of paper we can use. Excellent. Let's hope this does the trick. Check the broken statue tag. Record annals. Unfortunate! God. Nice. Stu's note. What the? Was the note covered in gasoline or something? A marvelous flame. Well done, Cross. She likes things big. Now we just have to wait. We did it! It's unlocked! Let's get out of here, quickly. No sign of the people who trapped us. No sign of the people who trapped us. Wait, I think I see our phones on the ground over there. Go see if you can call for help. We need the police here now. Hell yeah, I did it. Still can't believe you actually survived this whole thing. It wasn't that dire. We knew help would come eventually. Have you heard anything about why the police were missing? Sorry, no. I just headed straight here when you gave me the call. Still this major blunder on their part.
Objection!
Batten! I won't have you slandering my good name. Ah, Chief Batten, were you waiting here the whole time? I just got the call. Are you okay? Do you know what day it is? Wednesday? No, that's not what it... Is that? So whatever day I was playing it on, it would say that's actually a nice touch. I love the little things like that about these games. I love that. That's what I meant. It's the same day you got kidnapped. What? Yeah, I know. It means the criminals who attacked you haven't gotten far. I want a full search of the surrounding area. Yes, sir, right away. They might be long gone by now. It seems like they fled the scene immediately after throwing us into that small room. It was probably over an hour ago by this point. Those bastards. They probably wanted to interfere with the trial. Well, it doesn't hurt to set up a search effort. At any rate, it was a pretty daring escape you made. It wasn't too difficult with our combined brain power. Really, no. If that's the case, why didn't you burn something flammable in the warehouse instead of destroying your own evidence? Huh? News travels fast, Cross. Honestly, that was a bit short-sighted, even for you. Yeah, Cross! I feel attacked. What's done is done. All that matters is that we made it out with plenty of time before the trial. Why were the police missing from the crime scene in the first place? Were they attacked too? Right, about that. Situation has gotten complicated. We've been spread thin with another issue that popped up not too long ago. Another issue? Did something happen at the library? No, there was a report of armed criminals at a location not too far from here. So everyone was evacuated. Here was evacuated. Before it happened, we were able to confirm something important about Reed's murder. The bloodstains we found were made on the 11th. The 11th? That means she died on the same day as Gary Stu. All the more reason we suspected your client. Anyways, that's all we could learn before a series of events pulled us away from the crime scene and into a frenzied search. The criminal sighting can't be the only reason why there was no one left to guard the place. You guessed correctly. I'm afraid that there was a breakout at the detention center. Sarah Fletcher escaped. What? You can't be serious. I am. We believe she had help from a group of thugs who stormed the building. In the chaos, John Flair was able to slip away too. I'm afraid we've lost track of both of them. Incompetent? ACAB, man. ACAB. All cops are bunglers! How is this possible? What is happening in this city? I know that look in your face. You're right, this isn't normal. We have no idea why she wanted to escape. If she's found, it'll only make things worse for her. I'm afraid we have to assume the worst. The client must be guilty, or else she wouldn't have had a reason to run. I'm not so sure. With the police being so insistent on finding her guilty, maybe she felt like she had no other choice. No. What am I thinking? She'd never do something like that. Did this mean the trial is canceled? Bingo. With no defendant, we can't possibly hope to hand down a verdict. But look on the bright side. At least you'll get to catch up on sleep. Maybe we should take a break. This has been a lot to process. Never! Yeah, she's completely innocent in all and any time! Sir, urgent update! Alright then, give it to me. Sarah Fletcher just turned herself in! She's now in our custody! Already? That means... Oh, looks like I spoke too soon. We might just have a trial after all. Where is she? At the detention center, sir! Amelia, come with me. We need to head there straight away. Okay. Careful, Cross. We don't have all the details yet. Sarah, why would you do this? It's not like you! The person who I only know from 10 years ago, and even only as a child. I knew she'd do the right thing in the end, but this raises so many questions. I won't allow anyone to jump to conclusions. I have to hold on just a bit longer, and learn the truth from her directly. Learn the truth. What's the truth, Sarah? Sarah Connor. Are you Sarah Connor? No, Sarah Fletcher. Why did you lie to me? Okay. I'm a little delirious because my brain is just, yeah, flatlining. Are you sure it's alright to continue the trial? Go over what happened one last time. I want to make sure we have this straight. She can't handle the two. Well, okay, if you insist. I was waiting in my cell when I heard a bang. It sounded like a gunshot. A group of people stormed into the building and broke open my cell door. They forced me to leave. Can you identify any of the people who captured you? I'm sorry, it all happened so fast. We should be focusing on what happened next. What did they do with you? Well, they placed a bag over my head so I couldn't see anything important. Then they pushed me outside. They forced me into a van and drove me somewhere. I was terrified and... It's alright. The important thing is you're safe. I don't know why all this is happening. Sounds like you went through something just as scary while I was away from the detention center. Yeah, nah. Is it really still worth it to have a trial at all? Of course it is. You returned yourself to the police willingly and explained that you were forced to leave. I think they should give you a chance. I saw an opportunity to escape, so I ripped the bag off my head and ended up sprinting down the street into a part of the city I didn't recognize. I could have just kept going and found some way to hide from the police, but I didn't want them to think I was a coward. I was tired of running. You did the right thing. And because of that, we still have a shot to win. Yeah, well, Ajax might not see it that way. That guy is determined to rush the verdict on us. Maybe there's some way to counter a strategy that we haven't found yet. I have to try everything I can to get Sarah an acquittal. Just pour water on him. I know I shouldn't be sorry, but after everything you've done for me, it's not fair that you have to suffer the consequences of my arrest. Because of me, you nearly got killed by someone who wanted to stop the trial. That's murder, though. Hey, I thought we were past this, Sarah. You're not responsible for the actions of those cowards. I'm with you, no matter what it takes. Me too, if only because I need to know the truth. That's good enough for me. No matter what the outcome of the trial is, I'll just be happy that we gave it our all. Sarah's counting us to get to the bottom of these two murders, so we can't just let her down. We can't let her down. Stakes are high, but after everything that happened today, this will be easy. Maybe if we keep repeating that, it'll actually become true. I'll see the both of you tomorrow. I owe you everything for sticking around this long. Don't mention it. We'll get through this, Sarah. But hey, if you're offering, I mean, I'll take the money. I prepare for the worst of the upcoming trial, even if it means coming up with unlikely scenarios. That's what Flocking was trying to tell me. It's what it means to be a defense attorney. I have to believe in Sarah until the bitter end. Until the bitter end. The next day. Court is now in session. We have gathered to discuss the murders of Gary Stu and Jennifer Reed, who were both found dead in the past few days. The defendant, Sarah Fletcher, has been charged for these crimes as an extension of yesterday's trial regarding the death of Jet Turner. Our hearts go out to the poor souls who are still trapped in our city's library, and the police hope that this case may shed light on the incident. I have never faltered in my duty to deliver justice. The prosecution is ready. Very good. And the defense? The defense is ready, Your Honor. We uncovered a lot of great clues yesterday, but I worry it won't be enough to counter Ajax's argument. I should stay vigilant against speculatory statements. Before I proceed, I must recount an important event that took place during yesterday's investigation. Around 4 p.m., several individuals escaped from detainment, including a primary suspect in the murder of Jet Turner. In addition, the defendant standing in this very room was among the escapees. It should be noted that Sarah turned herself in after she was forced out of her holding cell. She didn't want any part of it. Yes, we are aware of that and commend her on her integrity in this matter. I kind of wish he started with that piece of information. Yeah, but it wouldn't be nearly as dramatic, would it? Shortly after, a group of armed criminals assaulted 2 of our city's respected lawyers and trapped them in the Post Logistics warehouse. I am pleased to see that no harm has come to you, Human Cross. Thanks, though it did leave a bruise on my forehead. I think his ego's taken worse hits, honestly. It is most unfortunate that this happened during a critical investigation. A report is being drafted to make amends for the shortcoming. It seems prudent to inquire into the nature of these criminals. Why would they want to attack 2 defense attorneys? Flocking suspected that they were part of the same faction holding hostages. 209 died. One of the victims is a librarian. Despicable. Criminal scum like that are of no use to our society. If the assertion is true, we would have reason to suspect the culprit is affiliated with the terrorists as well. There's been no proven link between my client and 209 Dive. Enough. We've not completed the inductory proceedings. I presume the defense still wishes to attempt to complete acquittal. Foreshadowing. Yes, Your Honor. Very well. Then I believe we should hear an explanation of the crime scene from the prosecution. Acceptable. We call the Chief of Police, Miles Batten, to the stand. Beep boop boop beep boop. Howdy. I'm sorry, wait, what? What? Who are you? Name's Jake. Jake Spade. Chief Batten was a bit busy at the moment, so he asked me to play along with this little rodeo in the meantime. Are you qualified to speak in detail about the evidence found during the police's investigation? Captain Spade is my name, y'all will recognize. I've handled plenty of cases before, and I've appeared in court to recount my findings. Oh, I nearly forgot. You're practically the next person in the chain of command after Chief Batten in our police division. Just me, your assistant judge have a terrible memory. This is most unexpected, but I will allow you to continue.
Objection.
Where's Ben? What did you do with him? Calm down, Mr. Cross. Captain Spade is perfectly capable of explaining the crime scene. It is most unwise to start picking fights before the discussion has even begun. Please exercise patience. Conrad, you can't just do that unprompted. But there was a prompt, I swear. I feel attacked. I feel personally attacked. Sorry, that was pretty poor timing for a joke. You can continue. Excellent. And y'all better buckle up for some testimony. Oh God. We'll start with the investigation at the country club. On the night of the 11th, we got a call that Gary Stu, the manager of the club Nomad, was stuck in his office and not responded. When our officers arrived on the scene, they found the door to his office was locked. It was the only way in or out of the room. Probably broke the lock and opened the door. You find Stu? Yeah. Fucking dead on the floor due to his head injury. There's no question about the cause of death. He died due to blunt force trauma, and here's the autopsy report to prove it. That should make things easier on time. No surprise plane trips here. Easier this time. And the time of death. Between 6 p.m. and 9 p.m. It's a wide window for sure, but y'all are probably thinking you can narrow it down based on Fletcher's movements, right? That's only Sarah Fletcher has been proven to be responsible. As of now, there's no evidence to suspect her. No other. Now let me remedy that, shall we? Inside Stu's office, pieces of a shattered statue of Shakespeare were found. We believe this was the murder weapon. How poetic. I'll say. We found Sarah Fletcher's fingerprints all over those pieces. So you believe this implicates the defendant? Yep. The wound on Stu's head is consistent with what we'd expect from being struck with that piece of art.
Wait!
Wait! How do you know that exactly? The analysis team matched the shape of the wound with one of the corners of that statue, and it lined up. There's little doubt in my mind that this object was responsible for his death. This object, sorry. We already knew about the fingerprints, but that doesn't change how bad it sounds now that we're in the trial. Couldn't it be possible that Fletcher touched the statue sometime before it was used by someone else to commit the crime? Could be. With no evidence pointing to anyone else, there's no reason to suspect anyone but her. Yeah, let's see here. Club Nomad was operating in full capacity on Sunday. There should be dozens of possible suspects.
Objection.
There is nothing to be gained by making such an argument. An eyewitness has already confirmed that a majority of the guests barely moved from their seats in the dining hall. God damn, I feel like I'm having a stroke. Jesus Christ. Anyway, then the ones that did move should be investigated thoroughly. Wait. Huh? Sarah? Please, listen to what I have to say. I had no idea that the statue was used as the murder weapon, but I explained so this is not okay. But I can explain why my fingerprints were on it. Very well, but I will not treat your words as fact. That's fine. I just wanted to mention that I was responsible for driving the statue to the club in the first place. What? It was meant as a gesture for my government contact to recognize that I was the one sent on the mission. I sat down on a nearby cart and the contact approached me. We spoke briefly after I left, leading the source there. Statue there. Yeah, statue, leading the statue there. God damn, what is wrong with it? God, my brain is just melting, I think. I'm trying! Must have been using the murder after I was gone. Just who is this contact? Can we trust them? That is something I'm not allowed to tell you. How convenient, Sarah. How fucking convenient.
Objection.
Objection. If you cannot verify the details of your assertion... I keep saying it's assertion. If your assertion, then this story is nothing more than fiction. I'm sorry, even if I wanted to, I don't even know their name. It's someone who has not come up out in the trial at all. Hey, Inazuma, how you doing? Could it be possible that this contact is the true killer? And what would that mean for our case? We appreciate the explanation, but that doesn't help much to convince us of your innocence. In fact, I believe it makes you look more guilty. Well, all that aside, I'm just here to help you report the facts and make good careful deductions about the culprit. So what exactly is your deduction? For starters, I think the defendant is lying. I believe she stayed at the venue for longer than she claims and used the statue on the victim when no one was looking. But how can you explain the locked door? Yo, better buckle up for this one. I think she locked the door after the deed was done and escaped through the window. Hold on, Stewie's office is on the 3rd floor, which is far too high up for someone to land without injury. Right you are. But consider this. A trampoline. Trampoline! 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 Spade is... I'm unplugging my headphones. There we go. They've charged enough. I mean, quit your... Don't quit your... This is his day job, Dora! Ow! Fuck, I just hit my thumb. Ah, God, ow. Fuck. Ow, 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 ow. That's sad, then. Let him cook! Bro, he's burning the meal. What? Now, I can't exactly confirm it, but I heard a rumor of some sort of birthday party was happening in the building next door, which started around 8:40 p.m. They had set up a trampoline as part of their entertainment. Someone could have landed on it after jumping out of that window. Are you insane? That's ridiculous. Considering the outcome of yesterday's trial, I would say it is within reason. Well, you got me there. I propose that around 8:45 p.m., Fletcher struck the victim with the statue, locked the door from the inside, and hopped out the window. Yeah, that's a fun little theory, except for the fact that... 8:42 is when she was at the other area. So that doesn't work for me at all. No, no, no. That's my professional analysis. I'm gonna, despite the absurdity of this claim, I have to go about dismantling it logically. And in court, there's only one way to do that. And they're completely impossible. That's completely possible, and this evidence proves it. Yeah, sorry. Oh,
G
right.
plus time.
Yay! I forgot it! I've been thinking about something. What are the consequences of this whole save scumming thing? You could quite easily press a button and rewind time to change history. Isn't that pretty crazy? I love Chibi Cross. Look, what if I was to find true love but receive a penalty in the process? Would you rewind that too? Would you take that away from me? Well, What am I thinking? You wouldn't do that. After all, you're only trying to win this case. For me. Or, well, the other me. Come to think of it, I can only observe things from a meta level, and that cross has no clue I exist and can't interact with me. Have you ever thought that maybe there's a chibi version of you within your pause menu? Perhaps. Perhaps. Chew on that for a bit. Oh, right, the evidence. The truck schedule. Oh. The truck schedule. Earlier you mentioned wanting to narrow down the time of death based on Fletcher's movements, right? That's right. How could Fletcher have done anything at 8:45 in Club Nomad if she was already at the Post Logistics warehouse by that time? The truck schedule, which was discussed yesterday, clearly shows that she had arrived at the warehouse by 8:42 p.m. Hot damn, you're good. I hadn't thought of that. Even if your unfounded rumor regarding the birthday party is true, as someone killed Stu at 8:45, it could not have been my client. Yeah, but what if the trampoline was set up before the party began? I'd say, considering the endless fun that can be found in such a display, but I believe we should forget about the trampoline. There's been no solid evidence presented to suggest there even was one present at the scene. Sure, there must be another way to narrow down the time of death. Well, there is one thing. Remember the autopsy report that I mentioned earlier? Did I even read it? Shit. I did not. Okay. Killed instantly from blunt force trauma to the head between 6 and 9 p.m. on the 11th. Bullet wound in right leg made minutes before death. Oh. Bullet wound? What? If you take a look at the details, it confirms that the victim suffered a gunshot wound to the leg mere minutes before he died. Is that so? Then the culprit must have shot him while he was in his office. Well, yet none of the human guests reported the sound of a gunshot. No one noticed anything unusual during their meal. How could this be possible? Did the killer use a silenced weapon? It is not often that we get to this stage in an investigation due to the rapid acceleration of the courts. But since the investigation has been ongoing since the 11th, I was able to acquire an analysis of the bullet that was lodged into the victim's leg. Wow, really? So you can trace back to the model of the weapon used? That is correct. The bullet that struck the victim was fired from a VR9-F pistol, which is a state-of-the-art model. However, the silences that are compatible with this model still create an audible gunshot within 50 meters of the firing location. If that's true, everyone on that floor of the building would have heard it. How can we solve this conundrum? If I don't speak up, Ajax might find some way to turn this against us. I have an idea. Excellent. We'll let you do the thinking for us. I don't mind. I don't mind. In fact, I can demonstrate the solution with evidence. I can? Why wouldn't anyone have noticed the gunshot? Locked door, work statue. Fireworks. Fireworks. That's it. It's not that they didn't hear the gunshot, but they mistook it for something else. Yesterday, I spoke to the victim's sister, Mary Sue. She recounted the events of the 11th and told me what happened before she found the office door locked. During this conversation, I learned a few key facts about what took place at the country club, including the detail that a fireworks show took place at 8 p.m., which caused a noise that could easily be mistaken for gunshots. For a gunshot. Order! Is this really true? It is, Your Honor, and I am inclined to agree with the human cross. Agree. Really? You couldn't have explained it yourself and saved me the trouble? The fireworks show lasted for roughly 30 minutes, which narrows down Stu's time of death to between 8 and 8:30 p.m. Then Sarah couldn't have killed him.
Objection.
Incorrect. Barring traffic difficulties, it would take around 20 minutes to reach the warehouse from Club Nomad by car. So if the defendant arrived at Pulse Logistics at 8:42 p.m., she could have killed the victim at any time between 8 and 8:22 p.m. Crap, he's right. Conrad, I don't like these odds. Well, color me surprised. Though we still don't know how the culprit escaped, I think I can at least solve one mystery. At 8:10 p.m., Fletcher stormed into his office, pressed a pistol into his leg, pulled the trigger, and struck him in the head with the statue. What?
Objection.
He's a cyborg, Inazuma. Sorry, Captain Spade, that statement is false. Is it? You've already come up with a way to disprove it. Then let us see some evidence which proves him wrong. Surely you can imagine that. You can manage that, Human Cross. Proves this theory wrong. What proves it wrong? I think it's gonna be the locked door. I think it was locked the whole time. I was right. If she did enter and kill him using a gun in the statue, how did she escape without unlocking the door to leave? Hey, I said I could solve one mystery, not the whole case. Let's ignore the locked door for now. Oh, damn it. She's trying to escape the office. They can't let me down. There's something else I can prove. Damn it! I can't remember. Sorry. A10. So, what disproves it? Can't. What disproves the theory? Oh, excuse me. I could, but I'm not going to yet. Shit. Finish 6 p.m. Yeah. Maybe this is it because it talks about the door being locked. Why are you asking me? Yeah, no. Oh, he's doing you. Excuse me. No, about the metaphorical sense. Slipped up. He's at 8:10 p.m. Fletcher pressed the gun to his leg and pulled the trigger before killing him. What? Oh! But I can't pick it because She only fired the gun once. What the hell do I pick? Locked door is not part of it. We're told to ignore it. Well, the other finish it. Why must I do so? I'm looking forward to it. Well, wouldn't be the listening device. I'm pretty sure. It's gonna say this is it, and it's gonna be wrong. Nope, I knew it. 8:10 p.m. Fletcher pressed the gun to his leg and pulled the trigger before killing him. Why is that not possible? Oh! He said it was point blank. This had to be at least 3 minutes. Okay, I'm in it. I didn't looking at the distance. Okay, now I get it. Nice. Shut up. In my defense, I am exhausted. My brain is not functioning at full capacity. Catspade, you claim that Sarah would have entered Stu's office and pressed the gun to his leg, correct? Yeah, what of it? Cobra would never have been able to press the gun to Stewie's leg, because the bullet that hit him was fired from at least 3 meters away. Good heavens, that's true! But this introduces a terrible problem. How could anyone have shot Gary Stu in his office if there isn't even 3 meters of clearance within the room itself? Well, wait, what? It is true. For the position where we found the body, there is no location within the room where someone could stand 3 meters away. What about from behind the desk? The desk itself would have blocked a shot to his leg, and the bullet did not travel through the desk because there were no marks found in the wood. Additionally, no blood was found anywhere except for the spot where his body was found. That means he could not have been shot anywhere else. Shot elsewhere. I guess the shooter must have been standing out in the hallway aiming the gun into the room. That can't be right either. There were guests in the dining hall that would have seen everything unfolding. But they would be watching the fireworks outside, right? Could they have all just missed it? Damn it. I didn't read that, sorry. Too fun to abuse. I have a proposal. The court will note the layout of the country club using this reference image. Okay. Balcony, dining room, Stu's office, hallway, meeting room. The meeting room we never got into. Instead of the Stu's office, there are 4 possible directions by which the shot could have originated from. If we eliminate the hallway as an option, we can consider the window. However, it's like that. If we look at hallways, and we can consider the window. However, by the same logic, there being no bullet found under the desk, we can rule out any strap made from outside based on the angle alone. In other words, the bullet must have passed through the desk to reach him. That leaves 2 options remaining: the dining hall and the meeting room. But there's no way the shooter could have been standing in the dining hall, or the guests would have noticed that for sure. And so we've arrived at our solution. You mean Stu was shot by someone in the meeting room? How is such a thing even possible? The investigation didn't turn up any bullet holes in the wall, correct? That is correct. But one thing I failed to mention is the presence of an air vent. And it's something. I should have done that. You can't mean. Yes, the culprit fired the bullet through the vent. They did not escape through the vent because that would just be ridiculous. A potential solution to this conundrum, but what is the significance of this discovery? The significance is that despite getting shot from another room, Stu stood his ground and was still caught off guard with a blow to the head. Though we cannot say what this means for the case, I believe it is an important clue to understanding why this crime was ever committed. Starboy was an elf. Wow, what am I saying? So the killer was able to hide the shot by attacking him from the meeting room while the fireworks were going on, but how did they hit him with the statue? Yeah, how did they? 2 people! I believe now is a good time to bring in the prosecution's first witness. We call Mary Sue, the victim's sister, to the stand. Very well. Please prepare the witness for testimony immediately.